We just saw what was perhaps the biggest, most gargantuan move ever made on YouTube, and let me warn you, it was not popular. And this time it wasn't even YouTube doing the bad thing. That's right, a YouTuber named GilvaSunner managed to take home the world record for copyright claims on YouTube in 1 week. And I mean, he slammed this one out of the park. His channel got absolutely yeeted off the face of the planet by everybody's favorite company, Nintendo, with Nintendo filing at least 3,500 DMCA takedown requests on his channel in 1 week. That's right, 3,500. So yeah, I guess your week doesn't seem so bad now, does it? But what exactly happened, and was Nintendo justified in doing this? Well, GilvaSunner was a YouTuber who specialized in uploading Nintendo soundtracks. That's right, he would take the music from the games and re-upload them onto YouTube so people could listen to their favorite in-game music. So in short, yes, Nintendo was well within their rights to take down his videos, since the only music from the video that they took down, which don't appear to have made any effort to utilize fair use. However, I do think this was a terrible and short-sighted move on Nintendo's part, so let's talk about why. Nintendo has a history of really screwing over their fans when it comes to anything that involves any technology made after 2001. I mean, seriously, if you're not using a fax machine, Nintendo is not on your level. And anyone who's ever used Nintendo's online service will know what I'm talking about. How hard is it to do what Xbox and PlayStation did almost 20 years ago at this point? But my issues with Nintendo Online aside, whether it's because of cultural differences between the United States and Japan, or because they just don't like the brand risk, Nintendo has been actively screwing over their hardcore fan base and their content creators since the dawn of the internet. Looking at YouTube specifically, one of the major things that will pop out at you is that for the longest time, only ending in 2015, if you wanted to make videos of Nintendo games and upload them to YouTube, you were playing a very dangerous game. And God forbid you try to make any money playing their games. They would take that stuff down faster than the Pentagon takes down videos of real UFOs and aliens. It took until 2015 for them to offer what they called the Nintendo's Creator Program, which lasted from 2015 to 2018, which allowed creators to partner with Nintendo and get 60 to 70% of the ad revenue on their videos. That's right, they were just taking the money from the creators regardless of the fair use laws. I guess they just don't care about those? Maybe they don't have fair use in Japan, but they certainly have them in the United States where YouTube's based. Wait a sec, hang on, it's editing MattyO here, just jumping in to remind you guys to smash that like button and destroy that subscribe button if you haven't already. Oh, and remember to drop a comment down in the comments section. Let's get back to the video. Not caring about their fans has been a staple for Nintendo, and we've seen them take down all sorts of things, including massive fan games. It's rare to see a company that is so beloved by its fans that also just destroys their fans' hopes and dreams whenever possible. I mean, seriously, I don't know what Nintendo would have to do to get some of its fans to be just a tiny bit angry. Even this situation where they filed 3,500 copyright strikes against one of the most dedicated creators to their community is being brushed off by the greater Nintendo community because they were within their legal rights. It's just crazy the amount of things that Nintendo gets away with. They've done so much sketchy stuff. Honestly, there's no way to better put it than to just read the tweets posted by GilvaSunner, where he announces the DMCA strikes and the closure of his channel. So let's take a look at those. On February 1st, he posted, "Hi everyone, after the 1,300 copyright blocks from Nintendo a few days ago, the YouTube channel received another 2,200 blocks today, with likely many more to follow." Followed by, "After thinking about this a lot over the past few days, I've decided that at this point, it's really not worth it to keep the channel up any longer, and will therefore delete the GilvaSunner YouTube channel, or what's left of it, coming this Friday. And then, there are many different opinions over what is happening, and that's fine. I can understand pretty much all sides. I know this is disappointing to read for a lot of you, but I hope you can respect my decision and want to move on from this point." Finally, he said, "I want to thank you for the 11 plus years of support, or more if you followed me before this account, and the many nice messages you've shared with me. It's been truly amazing to see the VGM scene grow so much. Please keep supporting the composers and the community." So I guess you can tell why people are just a little bit mad about this. They've ignored this channel for 11 years. 11 years they had time to take action. So why now? What difference will it make? What changed? Nothing. The craziest thing is that there's still no easily accessible source for Nintendo music. It's not on Spotify. It's impossible to find. GilvaSunner's channel and channels like it were the only ways, and are the only ways, for Nintendo fans to actually listen to the soundtracks from their favorite games. I could understand this if they were going to start posting the music on their official platform, but that doesn't seem to be the case. To me, it seems like some lawyer at Nintendo caught wind of GilvaSunner's channel and just decided to drop a tactical nuke on it. It's important to note that if any other gaming company did this, I think they'd be met with a way more severe backlash. But like I mentioned earlier, Nintendo fans are willing to look the other way for some reason, at least for now. Since they've started taking action on channels like GilvaSunner, it can't be long until they start taking action on other channels that post the music. And given Nintendo's history, I wouldn't be surprised if they started taking down random Let's Play channels that are playing Nintendo games because they have the background music from the game playing during the game. Let alone all the people on YouTube who use Nintendo music as the background music to their videos, even when it's not a Nintendo video. Those people are going to be hit really hard. I mean, I know Nintendo is good music, but using it as your background music, you had to have known it's gonna bite you one day. That's why my background music is pulled directly from the quality music over at the YouTube audio library. They may not have the freshest beats this side of the West Side, but they are copyright safe. But MattyO, you say, I saw on Twitter that the copyright strikes must have been faked by some random heckler with a vendetta against GilvaSunner. And yeah, that's a real conspiracy going around. I don't really think that there's many people stupid enough to impersonate Nintendo, one of, if not the most litigious company in the gaming space. But if they did, I'm sure Nintendo's lawyers would have a field day with them, getting them sentenced to a lifetime of playing Dr. Mario on repeat over and over again. That 99% conviction rate in Japan really wouldn't be looking so good for whoever dares to offend Nintendo. But seriously, there's a lot of high-profile YouTubers that have put forth the accusation that these copyright strikes are fake and that someone managed to bait GilvaSunner into deleting his channel for no reason, including Penguin0. Basically, the crux of the conspiracy is that because the copyright strikes came from Nintendo and not Nintendo of America or some other subsidiary which they've used in the past to take down videos, that the strikes must be fake. Because I guess people really just don't think Nintendo could have filed the strikes under their top-level brand name or something. Well, I hate to be the one to ruin everybody's fun, but that theory is completely disproven and the 3,500 strikes were legitimately from Nintendo. The official Team YouTube Twitter account responded to the allegations of false copyright strikes with the following. Jumping in, we can confirm that the claims on GilvaSunner's channel are from Nintendo. These are all valid and in full compliance with copyright rules. If the creator believes the claims were made in error, they can dispute with these steps, and then I'll link to some random YouTube page. So yeah, that basically puts that theory dead in the water. And alas, GilvaSunner's channel is no more. He took it down himself a couple days ago. And while I think I've made it clear that this was 100% within Nintendo's legal rights, I just can't help but feel that it's wrong. Video games as an industry are usually really creator and really community focused, often choosing to applaud people like GilvaSunner for doing things like he did rather than punishing them. Imagine if every video game holder decided overnight to try to take down every video that has their copyrighted material in it. Imagine if they just decided to go after their copyrighted music from their games. The entire Let's Play, the entire video game community would vanish overnight. And of course, most video game companies know that this would be bad for their business, which operates a lot on word of mouth and people watching others play their games to decide whether or not to buy it. But I guess Nintendo thinks that they're above all of that, and the industry norms can be damned. I genuinely feel bad for GilvaSunner, who put so much time and effort into this, because it was something he cared about that Nintendo wasn't providing through official channels, only to get it all shut down and all of his 11 years of work gone, still with no solution to the problem he set out to solve. It may be a world record, but the world record for most copyright strikes is not a record anyone wants to win. So hopefully he will keep his title for a long time, because I'm sure he doesn't want anyone else to ever have to go through that kind of thing either. It's just a bit of a crazy scenario all around. What do you guys think? Personally, I think that even though Nintendo had the right to do this, it was a mistake on their part and they could have handled it so much better. Though part of me knows that they know that it doesn't matter how they handle these kinds of things, they're gonna keep printing money regardless. Anyway, I still do like Nintendo games, but I'll think just a little bit harder before I purchase them in the future. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day, and God bless you.